G'day mate and welcome back to Astroneer with me, JD. So, during my Astroneer playthrough, I found out that you can get this thing called a scrapper. And it lets you pick up junk like this that you find laying around the map, either bring it back to base or put a scrapper on the back of a vehicle, and take it out and actually turn it into something useful. So over here I've got my scrapper, and as you can see, if I hold this polygon, it gets ground up in a large shredder and disappears. And we have these solid fuel thrusters that we use to get planet to planet, and I've been through a few of them, and once they're used up, you can again load them in your scrapper and load it into the shredder, and eventually it takes a bit of time, a bit of power, it'll get smaller and smaller and smaller, and you can see our little pile of scraps coming up from the machine ever so slowly, ever so slowly. And the solid fuel thruster, which is a fairly large item, will give you 1.5 volts, not a vast amount. They seem to be a bit loud. Okay, we might just turn that down real quick. Let's go with 60. So, I found that out. But at the same time, with all my experimentation, because that's what I learned about Astroneer, that ignore the tutorial that doesn't work and just try everything. I started scrapping small batteries, which are the little batteries you put on your backpack, because I finally found out how I could get larger items to get to bigger batteries. And found out that they scrap really well. They scrap so well that you can just keep dropping them into the machine over and over. And as you can see, I've got my large scrapper on. It's actually on the large rover with a heap of storage. And the machine's sort of going flat out. It's pretty much instantly making scrap at this point. And now it's literally flying up front of the machine. And I'm sharing this bug with you because it is a bug. I call it a bug, not an exploit, because the devs know about it. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. My battery disappeared. That seems horrible. Oh look, I got another battery. Oh, actually no, my other battery. As we, ooh. There we go. Yeah, I basically want to share this with you guys before it gets patched yet. Because, as I said, the devs know about it. They know about it all the way from version 1. Actually, I think it was even in version 0.9. And it didn't get fixed. And with Factorio 17 just coming out, and I've seen how much polish went into, still not a final release, but a closer to final release. When I happened on this bug and then went and did some research and see where it came from and sort of some of the history about it, I was actually surprised it was being in the game for that long and nobody got around to fixing it, is probably the best way of putting it. And the best thing is, yeah, I can pick it back up and you'll see it's on my backpack and getting smaller and smaller as the Scrappy machine actually scraps it. And yes, I'm dropping every frame in the game because I'll show you why in a second. And my battery's getting smaller and smaller and smaller as the game craps out. Actually, let's turn off cloud quality. Bottle goes back a couple of frames. Yeah, it's going to be a while for the game to catch up. But if I come back through here and show you what's actually causing the problem, is I dug a hole. And it's a somewhat sizable hole. And it's full of scrap. Because like I had to make sure this worked. It needed to be made sure that it definitely worked. But the problem is each of these things are interacting with one another because none of them are saved, none of them are set, and they're all moving and jittering, which is causing me to lose every frame. So we'll just do a quick save and reload, and hopefully JD puts a cut in here. And welcome back to this Scrappy episode with me, JD. So as you can see, there's a little bit of scrap in my giant hole of scrap. And as long as I don't interact with it, I don't have any frame rate drop problems. If I do, all I have to do is save and reload, and they all save in their current position, and obviously gravity doesn't interact with them until I interact with them. But yeah, I just thought I'd share this with you guys. It's up to you guys. It's up to you guys whether you want to play with this bug. I have to admit, I did through my playthrough, and it cut out a lot of the time in Astroneer, and I call it time. It wasn't gameplay. I really feel like I didn't miss out on anything because everything I did, I went and got the natural resources once, and then from there on, if I needed more of it, I used the trade vessel to trade the scrap for that resource, rather than having to fly to another planet and spend an hour or so digging out another planet to teleport it back in small amounts or fly it back on a rocket, which was one of the features that in 0.9 we all know about the soil machine. If you had soil, you could print anything. Absolutely anything, after you'd found that resource. So if you went and found, you know, can't even remember any of the resources now. Iron was one I was having troubles getting, and then I finally got a heap of it. And then I used a heap more of it. But if you found iron once and then brought it back to your base, from that point on, you could convert soil into iron. You know, the exchange rate wasn't terribly good, but at least meant you didn't have to fly to another planet to pick up 16 pieces to then fly all the way back to smelt it. Yeah, it was one of the things that was in 0.9 and got removed in version 1. I don't know the devs' reasoning behind it. But yeah, I just thought I'd share this with you guys. This is going to come completely out of order for the actual series. This is why I'm not showing any of the rest of the base. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting bug, and I'd probably not recommend making nearly as much scrap as I did. But you know, choices may vary. It's been in the game for long enough that I'm pretty sure anybody who's played it for a while knows about it now. Or those of you who have grabbed it new probably don't, so I thought I'd share. At the same time, those of you who have used the affiliate link down in the description below to grab it from the Epic Store, I thank you guys so much. It really helps to support the channel. At the same time, you pick up the game at the exact same price you buy it from Steam anyway. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. All right, bye.